Welcome to the Principal Podcast, where we talk about how the best professional services firms grow. Whether you're looking to scale your firm or learn from the stories of founders and leaders who've done it, you're in the right place. Join us as we interview the best leaders in professional services. Let's get on with the show.
3, 2, 1. Hey, today we're lucky to be on with Gail Doby, who is a co-founder of a company called Pearl Collective. And she has a fascinating story behind her background and about her enterprise and her business. So we're going to let her, Gail, take over, and I'm going to do the listening and let her do the talking. So Gail, give me an idea, when you got involved in your business, in your consulting and your coaching, how did you do that based on the different enterprises you'd been involved in, decide to focus in on this as your venture?
Sure. Well, I ran my own interior design firm in Denver for about 20 years. And like a lot of people, I made a lot of mistakes. And what I realized was I wasn't really prepared for how to manage a business from startup through scaling, through all the difficulties. And it was learning the hard way. That's the only way to learn, I think.
Don't we all? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what got me started with it. And there was a point where I had somebody working for me. She's worked for me for 21 years now. And she started as an intern. And we had a conversation in 2008 and said, we really both want to do something a little bit different. I wanted to use my finance and interior design degrees. And I realized that what I had was more of an interest in the business part than I did the creative part. So that's what really drove us down this path to building this business.
Was she more the creative side? You're more the business finance side?
Well, I was both. I was certainly the principal and I did design work as well, but she started as somebody who had a design degree and she was an intern for me, and then she grew up through the ranks pretty quickly. And then today, as in this company, we actually do consulting work to interior designers and help them run profitable, sustainable businesses.
Yeah, it looks like you've touched a whole bunch of businesses in your career doing this. And, when you look at your clients, what specific problem or what group of problems do you feel you solve for your clients? And why does that matter kind of to you as an individual to be able to do that?
Well, I think there are a couple of things. I didn't want other people going through what I did, which was learning the hard way. And I just felt like I did learn that the hard way and I could shortcut that for them. So taking that finance background and teaching them the financial piece, which a lot of people that are creative are not very good at that part, and helping them learn some of the basics of how to build a business and scale a business and deal with some of the bigger problems that come along as you scale and go through the different levels of adding people to your team. That's what I realized I was pretty good at.
Well, you think about what you're doing, you've got a target audience size potentially, and let me kind of make sure I understand it. You're dealing with another interior design company or maybe another enterprise, but call it interior design. You go after these people. Are they groups of companies, maybe 1 to 50 employees? Are they 50 to 100? Are they larger than that? And within those companies, who are the people you target for the decision maker? The owner?
It is usually the owner, and it can be somebody else that is a part of the leadership team. Typically, we work with companies between, say, 4 to 30 people on their team.
Okay, all right. So not
Somewhere in
necessarily a
that
larger
range.
enterprise, but you're more,
No.
and so you've got a target market to that group. I mean, you've got to figure out, okay, who is it? Do you do it internationally or only domestically?
We have done some international work, but with the exchange rate and with the political situation as we're all going through, I think that we're just committed to the U.S.
Is your sweet spot more, are you still in Colorado?
Yes, we're located in Colorado. Part of our team is here, but we're a 100% virtual company. But we actually have one worker in Poland, of all things.
Wow.
And yeah, you never know where you're going to have your team members, but our whole team is U.S. based except for that one person. And so we're all across the country.
But you're right today with the way we do our podcasts, our medium, our sales calls, Teams, Zoom, whatever. It doesn't matter where you're geographically located. You could be in Nome, Alaska, and nobody would really know the difference, and that's the main point.
Exactly.
So you built basically a strong position as an authority based on your success and your tenure. How do you attract high-end customers, or how do you attract people of like mind who may want to engage and work with your company? What methodology do you use to market and get your brand out there?
Well, a lot of speaking, and we
Okay.
have industry events we go to, and I am a speaker at those every year, twice a year at least. And
That's
that would be
good.
number one. And number two, it would be the podcast is supportive, but also just like anybody else, we all go on referrals, and a lot of our clients do refer us.
Okay, so when you get a referral like that, is it based on they've obviously utilized your services previously? Have they left and gone to another company, or are they just a reference point for you to say, call XYZ, Bill at XYZ or Susan at XYZ? Is that how you use your referrals?
Sometimes, and sometimes they just come to us because we have people that have graduated from our program and it's been a while. And we have a few that are just consistently recommending us, and even to their competitors, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is.
So we do get referrals from a lot of people. And I'm grateful for all of those, but we don't necessarily ask for them, but we do get them quite a bit.
Do you outbound market at all in any
Oh,
method?
yes, of course.
Is
Yes.
it direct email? Is it a campaign? Like a blast email to people that you know? How do you do that?
All of the above. We
All of the
have been in
above.
business for 18 plus years, and we have done a weekly newsletter for 18 years. We've done blog posts for 18 years.
Okay.
We do outbound marketing. We have a company that helps us with advertising on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
We do a lot of different things for marketing.
Which ones do you think yield the highest return when you look at it from a business point of view? Where are you getting the best response for your branding or marketing or dollars that you're investing?
I would say that the speaking is probably the best for us.
Your speaking engagements you do twice a year. So then you follow up obviously after that. And do you have a team who follows up, or is it you, Gail, and your partner? Or how do you guys distribute the contacts to the clients?
Well, we do get lists from the people that are putting on the events, and my second in command is co-founder, and she's in charge of revenue, so she's doing all the marketing and all the follow up.
Okay. Well, that's smart. You guys got a division of task. So,
Sure.
when someone is considering working with you guys, how do you guide them to making that decision? And you mentioned sometimes people refer you to competition. So, and how do you delineate or differentiate yourself versus people in your same space?
Well, I think what differentiates us is results, and we have very clear results, and we have testimonials, and we have data, and we're very focused on that data to make sure that we're actually helping our clients. So, for example, I had a client that I'm still working with, and they're my biggest client, and in 1 year they tripled their net profit. So, when you have results like that, they're very happy to refer you to other people.
No doubt, and nothing like the written word to validate and or the spoken word. You deliver what you say, because so many people can say, "Hey, we do all these good things," but you have the validation that you can do it. With all the people that you've worked with, do you do contracts? For example, if I sign up a company who is an interior design company, July 1st, is it an annual contract, or is it a statement of work, an SOW that you have that says, hey, we're just going to do it till the project's over? How do you define your customer retention plan?
Well, we have a couple of things that we do. We have something that is, to us, our mainstay. Everyone goes through a VIP day. That is absolutely, they have to do that if they're going to work with us. And we do have short-term programs that could be anywhere from 3 months to a year.
Okay.
But we have a lot of programs that are continuous and go on. They just continue, so they can
Do
go
they renew
years.
automatically, or that's just because things are going well, no one talks about it, and you just keep working together?
Right. They have the option of opting out after a certain point, but after a year, and usually they stick with us. And we have people we've had people that have been clients for 12 years. So
Wow.
a very long time.
Well, that's the key to long-term growth is maintain what you have. So many people don't
Right.
realize they keep sourcing new, more. Just, hey, most of your money's in your backyard. Just go ahead and take care of what's back there, and you'll be surprised how much you get. That's a
Sure.
philosophy I've lived by with many of the people I do consultative work with. Right now, as you leader of this company, what's your growth aspiration for the balance of this year? And again, difficult with the current political environment. We all understand that to forecast what's going to happen down the road. But if we look up until 2030, what are your plans in terms of growth for you and your company?
Well, that's an interesting question, and we have talked about it a lot internally within our company. And what we know is that it's not about the volume, but it's about the quality of the people you're working with. And so I would say we were very modest in our growth plans, and we want to maintain control of the quality of what we're delivering. And we are constantly working to improve what we do and how we help our clients. And that's more important to us than going out and doubling or tripling. We would rather have steady growth and be able to have clients that want to stay with us for the long haul.
And utilize your services probably more comprehensively, so you get more
Yes.
return for that call and that client. What do you see in your space, in your business, and your business model is the biggest issue going forward in the transformation of the next 2 or 3 years in the industry, but in business in general? What are you running into or challenges that you have to overcome?
Well, I think it's interesting. We have certainly seen a lot of change in the last couple of years. We have positioned ourselves to go to a higher level, and we're working with firms to take them past 10 million in revenue. And so for us, we know that where our sweet spot is the high level problem solving that we're able to do. And I see that for the future, we have to integrate AI into what we're doing. And that has to be a part of how we deliver our services and also what we teach to our clients. So we know that we have to be the kind of the leaders in the industry in terms of what we're capable of doing and teaching to our clients so that they have a sustainable business, even through all this turmoil that we're going through.
You know, you incorporate AI into what you do. I mean, the talent that you guys have, I can just look at the design behind you. Your couch is wonderful, the pillows, the painting. I mean, the whole thing looks very well put together. I imagine that's meticulous and in detail that you do for a lot of your interior design. So where does AI fit into all that? Is it still, is it your ability to see it, you know, Gail, and then you do your own mental snapshot, here's what I want to do? Can that be taught to AI for you?
Possibly. And since we do business consulting to the designers, we're not doing design these days except for my own home. But for me, it's a tool. It's never front end facing. It is helping me summarize my conversations with my clients. It's helping me think through some presentations. It's just helping to do the back end of the business better so that I can be more focused on my client service.
Okay. All right. So you see it more as a tool from more of an administrative and a functional point of view, not as a design
Right.
point of view.
No,
Okay.
well, since we're not doing design today,
As much,
no, we don't
yeah.
use it for that. And our clients do use it somewhat, but most of them are not quite ready for AI yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big leap, and I think for people, there's the apprehension and caution is warranted, but it's coming down the pipe. No matter how you want to do it, it's going to be force fed to us eventually, so we have to deal with it. So I've enjoyed it. Gail, do you have any, as you look at this right now, I'd like to make sure you have an audience now to say, here's how you reach out to us if you have questions, and here's
Sure.
the people who should be reaching out to us. Please go ahead and state that.
Sure. Well, you can find us through thepearlcollective.com, and just keep in mind that we work with companies that are $1 million plus in revenue and up to and getting close to 10 million. We hope to take a few past 20. So if you're in that level of revenue as an interior design firm or creative firm, we can help you.
Wonderful. And any contact information, the main one is just to go to the Pearl Collective.
thepearlcollective.com, and you can take one of our free assessments or diagnostics and find out where you are in your business and what could be done to improve your company.
I've learned a bunch, more than I knew about interior design before, and also what you're doing as a company to really make sure these people expand and scale to get from that 1 to 2 million to 5 million, 5 million to 10, and then hopefully that 10 to 20 leap. And
Sure.
I feel that your knowledge and obviously your speaking engagements have been a great forum for you to be able to do that. So if ever you're speaking somewhere, hopefully everyone here who's listening will attend one of those sessions and be a part of it. Gail, I want to thank you for your time today. I really enjoyed it. And I look forward to you being able to see some return from this and having people contact you going forward.
Well, thanks very much, Dennis.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Principal Podcast. We hope you've learned valuable lessons and strategies to grow your firm and take your business to the next level. Make sure to subscribe and leave us a review wherever you're listening to this show so you never miss an episode. To apply and be a guest on the show, click the link in the description. See you next time.